So in the previous video, we have created a video title with ChatGPT, and now we can use this title to write our script. So I copy this title and tell ChatGPT, write me a video script for this topic. Click on enter, and it starts writing the script within a matter of seconds. Now when we quickly look at the script, we see that ChatGPT not only generates a script for us, but also it makes some suggestions for the video, such as playing a background music for the intro or adding some decoration to your recording environment. When we scroll down a bit, I see a call to action here, also suggesting to put some transitions between the chapters of the video, like here and here. And also at the end, it puts another call to action with a closing scene suggestion. Very good and very interesting. And when we look at the actual script, we see that ChatGPT starts with an introduction, explains the topic, how to start blogging step by step, like here and here, and then gives details for each step, gives also ideas what the host should do while explaining the topic, like here, for example, host demonstrates by showing examples of popular blogging platforms and self-hosted websites on their laptop, for example, for this step. Or like host points a whiteboard with the 3 C's written on it, compelling, consistent, and concise for step 3. And finally, writes the conclusion and the call to action part. Moreover, if you ask ChatGPT to write a script about the same topic again, you will see that every time it will create a script in a different format. So this actually looks pretty good, but you shouldn't just copy the script and use it directly in your video. The script that ChatGPT generates definitely needs some improvement and optimization. So I will give you 5 tips to improve AI-generated, or more specifically ChatGPT-generated scripts, and the first one is validation. We can assume that most of the time information that ChatGPT gives is correct, but in some cases it might be outdated or even wrong. And you don't want to give false information to your audience, so make sure to validate the information before including it in your script. Tip number 2 is introduction. While making a YouTube video, you should always pay attention to your introductions, because the intro part plays an important role in your video's success. If you look at the audience retention of your videos, in most cases, the majority of the viewers stop watching the video at the very beginning, mostly in the first 30 seconds or so in your videos. And this hurts the audience retention, which is an important factor to have a successful video. And sometimes what ChatGPT produces as an intro can be longer than necessary, quite boring, or even maybe irrelevant. So you probably need to optimize the introduction of your video script for keeping your audience engaged and getting their attention as soon as possible, so they keep watching your video. Alright, the next tip is having a clear structure. Especially when making educational videos, you want to keep your video as simple as possible. If people get confused or they don't understand what you mean in your video, then they might stop watching. So you not only need to explain the topic in a simpler way, but you also need to organize your script in a logical order, maybe using headings, titles, and bullet points. Therefore, before asking ChatGPT to create a script for you, you can firstly ask to create an outline for your video topic. After it creates an outline for you, then you can add or remove the parts of the outline, and this will help your script to have a more clear structure. The next tip is originality and uniqueness. One of the problems of AI-generated content is how unique and original the content is. If every creator uses AI-generated content without adding some personal touch on it, then all of the content look very similar to each other, and this is not good. YouTube likes to promote original content more, and the audience probably also wants to hear different perspectives of creators. So even though you use AI tools to create some content, it will be better to have your personal influence on the content. Tip number 5 is using a conversational tone. AI-generated content can sound robotic sometimes, and some people don't like it. They like reading content or watching a video that sounds more in a conversational tone. Actually, for this point, ChatGPT does a good job, but in some cases, if you think the script is not conversational enough, then you should make the changes to make it more conversational. So to sum up, the good part of using ChatGPT or AI tools is that it really speeds up the content creation process. You see how fast it can generate a script in this example, but on the other hand, it's important to remember that it is just an AI tool, and it might occasionally produce some inaccurate or robotic or like non-original content. Therefore, always validate, review, and if necessary, then make the changes of the AI-generated content to ensure its quality. But in general, I think ChatGPT does a pretty good job for content creation. AI tools and automation will get more and more significant in our daily lives and also in content creation. That's why we're gonna talk more about this topic in my upcoming videos. If you like this video, please don't forget to hit the like button and see you in the other one.